Hello and welcome to Swoffers TV and a special focus on Guernsey's open market. Coming up this month, how the open market is performing this year. Take a glimpse at some of what this unique and diverse market has to offer. And an exclusive interview with Sir John Collins, former Chief Executive of Shell UK, on moving to and living in the island. The open market was created back in the 1960s and since then has attracted a broad range of individuals and families to the island, many of whom have created and run high-profile international businesses from Guernsey. As well as playing an active role in business, many of our open market residents are involved in community projects, charitable organisations and local politics. In a moment, we'll find out about the range of properties available on the island, but first, Swoffers director Craig Whitman explains how the market is currently performing.
The top end of the market has been an area where there's been a lot more excitement and interest. And what we have found through our observations is that people coming to the island are looking for hassle-free opportunities, but saying that there are special projects like 80 Mount Durand and Les Fontenaux, which will always create interest. And of course your sea views, properties with sea views will always again command premiums regardless of condition of property.
Much has changed in the 40 years since the open market was created, not least in terms of the different types of property on offer. But one thing that hasn't changed is the appeal of moving to the island.
I think Guernsey offers more opportunities than it's readily easy to convey, because actually to move to Guernsey is a very simple process, and the range of properties is quite incredible. Although there's only 1,600 open market houses, but they range from small apartments in St Peter Port, purpose-built, right up to mansions. We've got a beautiful, country house for sale at the moment at 14 million. And in between that, you've got lovely townhouses. We've got an exciting new development on the west coast, which is a first for Guernsey, some open market apartments going up there. Fort George, which many people have heard of, which was a development created in the 1960s. So the opportunities are really, really wide-ranging, and until you come and look, I think it's really hard to convey that there's everything on this funny little island of 25 square miles, 60-odd thousand people.
The open market really does offer something for everyone looking to relocate to the island. Let's take a small glimpse of what's on offer in this unique market.
At just under 1.2 million, Radcliffe offers affordable elegance. A few minutes' walk from the town centre in a peaceful area on the outskirts of St Peter Port. This stylish Georgian home enjoys a private, south-facing rear garden. It's been beautifully put together and is a great example of properties on the lower end of the open market. 80 Mount Durand is a one-off. It's a magnificent property with an interesting history. It was used as the headquarters for occupying German forces during the Second World War, where they would hold court in one of the rooms. Full of original features, it needs extensive renovation, but offers the chance to create one of the finest townhouses in the island. In contrast, Merton House showcases a different type of feel with a more Art Deco style of architecture. It's a classic 1930s home in St Andrews, on offer at £2.25 million. The new development on the site of the former Le Carteret Hotel will be the first of its kind on the west coast of Guernsey, featuring luxury open market apartments with magnificent sea views. This luxury apartment at Belmont House is a great example of low maintenance living at its best, and perfect for a professional couple or buyers looking for a lock up and leave type of property. Some of the residents at Belmont House use it as their permanent home, and others as a place to come to get away from their busy lives. Property Matters, in association with Collis Krill.
When moving to the island, one of the big questions people have is what to do with their finances and assets and how they manage the transition. They need robust advice, and Guernsey has many experienced industry professionals who can help make the transition easy and efficient. Experts can help with reliable tax planning, company migration, inheritance and estate planning, as well as advice on the setting up of trusts and, thanks to new legislation, foundations. The service providers are all very helpful. The ultimate goal is to make the move to Guernsey as hassle-free as possible whilst providing a first-class service. The attractions of moving to the island are numerous. Historically, many of our open market residents moved over for financial reasons. But the lifestyle on offer on the island has increasingly proved to be an equally big draw. In this exclusive interview with Sir John Collins, former Chief Executive of Shell and former Chairman of one of the UK's largest PLCs, we take a look around his home and find out what he and his wife love about the island and what Guernsey has to offer anyone thinking of making the move.
We had a lovely home in England.
Yeah.
And we said, let's think about going to Guernsey and let's go and check it out first. So we came and stayed in a hotel for several weekends, hired a car, drove round, had nice meals. Yes, it looks every bit as nice as we thought. I'd seen in the Sunday Times, Swoffers, if you think of coming to Guernsey, walked in the office, could we see someone please? We're interested in a property. This sort of property, this sort of accommodation and this sort of price, what can you do?
We were very lucky because all our furniture that we bought from England fitted, except for one enormous sofa. So it just showed we were moving from home to home, which was fantastic.
Fantastic.
It's wonderful having this because friends say, what on earth have you moved to Guernsey for?
Yes,
and they come and they say, now I can understand why. We like this house much more than your old house.
We've had happy lives in many countries of the world. We've never had a better welcome and access to clubs and all the things we want to do. It hasn't taken us 10 years to get in.
To see the full interview and look around Sir John and Lady Collins' home, go to the Swoffers TV page. It's definitely worth watching. That's all for this month. Don't forget that many of our open market properties are marketed confidentially, so please speak to one of our experienced negotiators about what's on offer and for general help and advice if you're thinking of moving to the island. Thanks for watching and see you next time.